There it is. That's North Korea.
这地方好不好？
好呀。
哪有你们的好？
The giving fruit culture is real around here. Like, we just gave her fruit, and then she's like, take my fruit. We made it! We made it to Jilin! As you can probably tell, because the road doesn't suck anymore. Welcome to Jilin, the Chinese province bordering with the Hermit Kingdom of North Korea. You know you're getting close to the North Korean border when even the road signs have Korean on them. My husband and I have spent the past few weeks biking across northeast China, from Xingkai Lake on the Russian border, to the endless cornfields of Jixi, to the waterfalls and caves of Nanjing. And in today's video, we'll be crossing over 200 kilometers of mountainous and rainy landscapes to reach Tumen, located right on the North Korean border. What awaits us in this mysterious place? Come along and find out. Look at him biking with an umbrella. You'll be back.亲爱的，看你的屁屁。
吃了。
The rain is unrelenting, so we're actually gonna stay in this little neighborhood. Just booked a place with a washing machine, so yeah, life is good. We're staying in this cute little inn here. It's got flowers, it's got a picket fence, it's got a yard full of children frolicking. There's a kid staring at me out the window, classic. Love this non-halal blanket on the bed. He can sleep on top of a pig, but he just won't eat one. I've been hearing this boo noise from the bathroom for a while, and let me show you guys. John has a new face. Later on in the afternoon, the rain finally stopped, so we emerged from our swine-adorned cave to frolic in the yard. A neighbor was intrigued by our exotic appearance and called us over to chat.
好不好？这地方好不好？
好呀。
什么好？哪有你们的好？
好什么好？美国太贵了呀，我们在美国生活不起呢。
是不是生活费用太大？
太内卷了。
那就不回美国了。
我们在农村租的房子，在杭州。
杭州哦。
这边租房子的话，一个月得多少钱呀
？500-600块钱呗。
哇塞，那是杭州的1/5。
谢谢。
谢谢谢谢。好吃吗？
很好吃。
We almost finished them all, then we remembered. Gotta put it in the vlog. The fruit truck's here. Everyone is gathering around.
哎呀呀呀呀！跳花了，哎，这话真好。
来，你对着自己，它就是个自拍。
哎呦，你把你都整上去了，整嘛，留个纪念呗。留你有啥用？
How cute is this place? The owner just came by and gave us this watermelon.
Watermelon.
He's excited.
I'm excited.
Good morning, everyone, from this cute little village. The sun came out, all the clothes are dry, the goats are out. Fresh picked produce from the backyard garden. Brings back memories of spending summers in my grandma's childhood home. There is a whole swallow neighborhood thriving underneath the roof of this house. So I know a lot of people don't like swallows' nests in and around your house because swallows poop, as birds do. And I think the owners of this house have a happy medium here where they take down the swallows' nests that are right on the entryway so you won't get pooped on as you're walking in and out of the house, but then they leave all the other ones alone. So you still get that vibe of birds flying around. It's really nice. Breakfast is underway in the kitchen. This is the little cafe featuring some super cute wedding photos. Check this out. Cute AF. Breakfast is eggs, buns, corn porridge. 你们做这个玉米粥是甜的还是咸的呀？
不甜也不咸，就是正常，啥也没放。
有盐吗？我放点盐。So the way you're actually supposed to eat this completely unseasoned porridge is you're supposed to have it with salty cold vegetables on the side. I don't really like having the cold salty vegetables first thing in the morning. It's just not really my thing. I've never tried this before, but it is solid corn and bean porridge, corn buns. This is indeed the land of the corn. Alright, we are off, guys. This is our last day here in Heilongjiang. By evening, we will have arrived in Jilin. Look at all those apricots. Holy cow. He's coming through here sweeping up the excess apricots. There's literally so many. There's not even enough people in this village to eat all of these apricots. The concept of get off my lawn doesn't even seem to exist here. There is literally such an excess of fruit that the locals will happily welcome you to come and take some of it away. Yes, the rain has blessed us with lots of fruit, but it has also brought mud. This is what happens when you're on a dirt road right after it rains. Rough life. We are not the only ones floundering in the mud over here. This guy also can't even drive his car out of this driveway because it is stuck in the mud. The Northeast is basically China's equivalent of the Rust Belt, so there are a lot of places like this that were once thriving little industrial communities, and now they're just kind of quiet. There are still a few people living here, but not very many. Even the police station is abandoned. Somehow, there is a decent-sized grocery store alive in this tiny, almost abandoned place. Probably being kept alive by the road going through here that brings lots of passersby like me and Asadon. Ain't much going on in these parts. Check this out. Abandoned Smurf village. The houses are blue for some reason. They're all blue, and they're pretty much all abandoned. Which is sad, because I was excited to see some color in the countryside, but no. Everyone hated the Smurf village and they all left.
都骑大摩托啊，都好几万的大摩托干。
太吵了，我们喜欢安安静静的。I love being able to chat with random strangers throughout my journey. It makes exploring a foreign country so much more interesting and fun. HelloTalk makes it possible for you to sharpen your foreign language skills before you've even left your home country. Whether you're planning on moving abroad altogether or you're just going on a vacation, it gives you a great platform to practice with native speakers, so you'll be able to have all kinds of interesting encounters in real life. HelloTalk is a language exchange platform that connects you to people who are learning your language while you are learning theirs. So you can practice together, mutually benefit, and even make long-lasting friendships. HelloTalk doesn't just connect you to fellow language learners, it also offers you some helpful tools like translation and grammar correction, so you can get even more out of every practice session. HelloTalk has over 60 million users all around the world, practicing over 180 different languages. So, fellow language enthusiasts, what are you waiting for? Give it a try with the link below and make new strides in your language learning journey. Finally, we left behind the last traces of human civilization and headed into the mountains. So the closer we get to Jilin, the more signs we're seeing about protect the forest ecology, and there's this animal and that animal and whatever, which is a beautiful thing. But Isjan is afraid because those guys at the Xinjiang restaurant got him all worked up, and the restaurant owner is like, watch out for tigers. Apparently he's actually seen a wild tiger here before. Y'all, look at that sign. We have officially entered tiger territory. We saw a couple signs here and there when we were in that volcano forest park, but like, it is for real over here. There are a lot of signs about tigers, and I'm not too concerned about running into them during the day, but this is not a road I want to be on at night, I'm not gonna lie. Wanting, the place we're headed towards, is actually renowned for having relatively frequent tiger sightings. It's definitely not an everyday thing, but if you search it on Douyin, you will see quite a few tiger appearances on the road. It's about as likely as winning the lottery. But sometimes people do actually win the lottery, so we'll find out.
你们不是说没有吗？啊？
You know you're getting close to the North Korean border when even the road signs have Korean on them. 看前面这条路边的补坡了，是不是到吉林了？ The boundary is actually a few hundred meters ahead, which means that Jilin gave Heilongjiang some road for free. Like maybe when they were done paving their part, they had some extra scraps and they're like, here, Heilongjiang, take this. I'll give you some free road. What a generous place. Jilin! Literally just filmed the drone here for 20 minutes and then saw the sign that says, tigers frequent this area, do not stop. We have just emerged from the tiger forest. First impressions of Jilin, tons of Korean signs. Roads are amazing. This thing is smooth as silk. And the houses are so colorful and so cute. And I'm sure it's not the case for the entire province, but at least for this Wangqing place, I love this. This isn't like a special tourist area or anything. There are only 2 hotels in this entire place, so it's not a heavily trafficked place at all. It's just cute for the sake of being cute. Not for tourists, not for Instagram, just for the sake of being cute. This is the record breaker for the cheapest hotel we've stayed in yet. It's 70 renminbi, and it would have been cheaper if we weren't taking showers, because a shower is like a separate fee. So if we weren't taking showers, it would be 40 RMB. Usually I stay in hotels that are like 90 to like 150-ish, or maybe like 200 if we're feeling bougie, but I haven't stayed in any that are like this cheap before. Here is the room. It is pretty tiny, and the reason it's able to be so tiny is because it doesn't have its own bathroom, and we usually don't pick hotels like this, but this is a very small town. We'll take what we can get. A rock hard bed, but whatevs, it's just one night. This little window into the hallway. This is the hallway with all the rooms, and then the bathroom is this way. Here's our little window thingy. Listen to this rain, y'all. Dang. Glad I'm not outside right now. Good morning, everyone, from Jilin. Here's the view out our window. The buildings here are super colorful, which I love. The sounds of rural Jilin. We're now about 120 kilometers away from the North Korean border. And the closer we get, the cuter and more colorful the villages become. Look at these cute little gourds. I thought this was fake at first, but it's real. I want to grow this in my yard too. Okay, y'all, hear me out. I'm not trying to hate on Heilongjiang because we did have a great time there, but I'm just saying the difference in rural infrastructure between the 2 provinces really is night and day, at least in this area. You can really feel how much resources the government is putting into the village, where in Heilongjiang, it was just kind of like, fend for yourself, motherfuckers. We've arrived in a small town. We got grannies playing poker outside. Nice vibes. There's some guy trying to talk to Asejan in English in here. He thinks Asejan is a foreigner, as many people do.
Why you right here?
I like it.
Oh.
And he's playing along too.
Are you Americans?
Getting some bread. I am. He's not.
I'm from Xinjiang.
The biggest district in China.
Yeah.
And it was while we were here in this tiny town that the rain returned with a vengeance.
真厉害，这能啊，骑着车子从重阳走到这，
对，
很少马呀。
去延吉。So because the rain has still not stopped, it's been like an hour, we just decided to stay in this little town. I'm not trying to be like tiger bait on the roads at night. Prison break. Of all the patterns to put on the blanket, prison break. Wow, will you look at that? Now that the rain has finally stopped, we just got some fruit, some grapes, and some peaches to give to that lovely auntie who took me in the rain. The giving fruit culture is real around here. Like, we just gave her fruit, and then she's like, take my fruit. Very nice. She gave us some of her onions. Oh, 好香呀. Just picked today. The next morning, the weather finally cooperated, so we were able to get 40 kilometers to the main urban area of Wangqing. And I know 40 doesn't sound like much, but it was a very mountainous road, okay? Cut us some slack, people. We are inching our way closer and closer to the North Korean border. We will literally be able to get there in one more day, which is wild.
우리 친구 조심히 사랑해요.
So we're at this car wash here in Wangqing, and I was like, how much to wash a bike? And the guy was just like, what? He was like, I've never washed a bike before, I don't know. I'll just do it for free. So we got a free bike wash. Looking shiny and beautiful. And the next morning, it was finally time to bike to Tumen. No more rain, no more mountains, no more tiger signs, just an easygoing road. Off we go to the North Korean border. When you don't know the lyrics, but you're giving it your best try anyway. So we are on the final frontier before North Korea. And I don't know what the vibe is going to be like over there. I feel like it's going to be a bit subdued. Because it's like, yeah, we're on a border, it's so cool. But then it's like, oh yeah, North Korea is a hermit country that doesn't allow anyone to come over here. It's just like, what can you really do there, you know? Stopping on the side of the road here to admire someone's wood collection. I don't know if these are for sale or if they're just here like for kicks or what, but they're pretty cool. Check this one out. It's a dragon. Here I was thinking I got this really cool shot of the dragon. It's like the most unflattering angle ever. Hello. Off she goes. We're finally here. We're in Tumen. We are gonna go to the riverbank and we're gonna look at North Korea. We're here at the border, which is like an amusement park kind of vibe, actually. Like what? There's a whole event going on over here. There's food for sale. There are amusement park rides. Like they have turned this border into a little theme park practically. There it is. That's North Korea. 对啊，那个。I think we probably all have this perception of North Korea as just being like a gigantic farm, but actually there are some tall buildings over there. I really have this image in my mind of Pyongyang being like these humongous buildings and everywhere else is just a farm, but no, apparently not. It is not a farm. There's so many buildings, but there is not a single person on the street. And they even give you sets of binoculars here to look at this with, but there's just no people, man. Everyone is trying to like get a closer look through the binoculars and like find a person. I can see red banners with white letters spelling out political slogans. I can see Kim Jong-un posters. Not gonna lie, y'all, I was kind of assuming that any poster of a guy on a wall over there was gonna be Kim Jong-un, but upon closer inspection, it actually seems to be his father and his grandfather. Also very notable guys, worthy of being on a wall. I swear, y'all, there's no one living over there. This place is an empty husk. I'm just kidding. There are people living over there. It just seems that they are on a very set living schedule and can't just be out wandering around whenever they want. So sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. Asedon actually did see some live humans walking around through the binoculars when he went out on the bridge at a different time. I couldn't go though because no unruly foreigners allowed. Unruly foreigners are allowed to take the boats though, so that was cool. Hello. Hello. Okay, now it's time for dinner, and we're gonna have some what seems to be pretty authentic Korean food. The soft tofu soup is pretty solid, but the kimchi pancake, 10 out of 10. So good.
Delicious, amazing.
The kimchi pancake at this restaurant was so good, we ended up having it for every single meal during our time in Tulman. We are on our third consecutive kimchi pancake meal. The waiter was like, guys, don't you want to try something else? And we're like, no. Just finished our lovely dinner, and we're going back to the riverbank again because we're so intrigued. And here we have the North Korean side. 这个效果很有意思。I find it fascinating how hyped the Chinese side is about being on the border with another country. Like, there is a whole ecosystem of activities and excitement that has built up here. People have come to this place, I guess, like specifically to see North Korea. Like, there's clearly a lot of tourists around, despite the fact there's nothing to do here aside from look at North Korea. Even though North Korea wants nothing to do with them at all, the people over here are still like, yay! And honestly, we are too, or we wouldn't have biked for literally days on end to get here. There is just something about the Hermit Kingdom that really captivates people. It's the fact that it refuses to be seen that makes people scramble to see it even more. Tulman actually isn't even our end destination. We're still going to be trekking another 300 kilometers through the North Korean border region, from quiet villages to bustling Korean markets. Make sure to subscribe so you can watch the rest of our journey through this mysterious and little known part of China. See you guys next time.